We all came from nature and we're all animals, but people seem to have forgotten that. I know you're not more than a half an hour away from a place where you can catch and harvest nature's bounty. Warm water fish are some of the easiest to catch, and that's what I'm going to show you. Just how easy it is. Follow me along. I'm in Oregon with my two boys, Abel and River. We're going to show you the power of a worm. First thing you need is Google Maps. Scroll around, look through your area, find bodies of water that are accessible by road and they don't look like they're private property, make sure they're public, and then just go fishing. Springtime, summertime, best times to catch warm water fish. America is blessed to have some of the best fishing available on the planet. Don't let it go to waste. Take your kids out. It's so healthy for them to learn where food comes from. And literally you can get all this done in one day. Luckily, we have our own pond to fish, but you can essentially go anywhere. Oregon is a really great state, lots of public access, and really good fish to catch. What you use for bait is either like an earthworm, works really good in the springtime, in the fall time, grasshoppers in the late summer and the fall, crickets, any kind of mealworm. Look at that, there's a bird on the pond. Anything like that's great bait. As you go through nature, you'll learn just how diverse it is. There's birds, fish, plants, things that you just don't notice when you're at home. I think after you've been out there, you'll want to go back. That's why I encourage you. This is springtime, everything's breeding, and as you can see, this pair of ducks is flying off. It's a rainy spring day, but we're about to make it happen. Although you can catch bluegill just about anywhere in a pond or a lake, a good place to look is around structure. Most of these warm water ponds can carry, in the West Coast they got bass, bluegill, sometimes like sunfish, green sunfish, crappie. We'll see walleye. You can catch smallmouth, largemouth bass. I think I said that. You can catch trout, coho, little kokanee, salmon species, and there's just so many opportunities right at your fingertips. All it takes is hopping online, figuring out where to go, and some simple gear. So just to prove that, I'm gonna show you guys how to catch one on nothing but a rod, water bottle, and a hook. First, we gotta find some bait. You can buy all the gear you need at a local sporting goods store, a Walmart, Fred Meyer, anything like that. Just need a hook, a bobber. You're gonna wanna use single hooks normally, but we're gonna keep this fish, show you how tasty they are. Instead of a bobber, I have myself a water bottle and about 2 or 3 feet of line under that. And now we gotta find our worm. Good place to look for worms is places you got to turn things over. Nothing here. Worms like areas with high moisture, and so far everything's just looking too darn dry. So I'm gonna try to find somewhere there might be a worm around here so we can show you what the deal is. New territory. Nothing. Hey, goaty goat. Cujo Meister. Oh, here we go, mother lode. Mother lode. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at all these worms. Don't give up, never give up. So these are what you call earthworms, night crawlers. They work really good for fish bait, work on trout, universal bait. Local knowledge, or local terminology I should say, they call these things throwing meat. That's another way of saying you're using worms. Definitely one of the kings of baits. Oh, earthworm, at least in the West. I notice on YouTube, people in the Midwest and the East, they don't really use earthworms, but I'll tell you what, over here, that's the bait of choice. Bobber will cast a lot farther, but for the point sake. Worm. Oh, there was a hit. There's a hit. One more, one more. Ah! Lost it. Ah! Lost it again. Going with a real bobber this time. Last time I was out here I used the water bottle method and it would work. I almost caught one, but this will be much easier. Much better. Sometimes this kind of fishing is red hot and oh, I got one. I got one. I got one. Wow, there we go. They are just pretty little fish, and man, they're so easy to catch when the water warms up, spring, summer, and fall, and they are delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and cook a couple of them for you guys so you can see what you can do to eat them. And I'm actually just gonna cook them whole so you don't have to worry about any kind of crazy skinning or anything like that. Oh, we're getting a hit. Got one. It's a decent one. It's a good one, good eating size. They are so delicious. And all you're using is a bobber. Bobber, hook, worm. Cheap fishing pole. Man, this is gonna be such a tasty, tasty bluegill. One of my favorite fish to eat. take your fish, dispatch it, and this is the vent you're going to want to cut up. Okay, once you've cut that, then you pull the guts, rinse it out. You just want to make some slits here to let the flavor in. Alright, we're going to turn the heat on pretty much high for now. All we need is some pepper, some salt, but I'm going to use some Johnny seasoning salt. Tad bit of butter in the pan. It's always good. Alright, we're going to throw these fish on. Nice sizzle. Some pepper. And then we'll let them cook for a couple minutes and flip them. Abel hasn't been feeling too good, so he sat out the fishing, but he wants to help me cook. So we'll do this together. And I got the little amigo with me.
Hi guys.
Tell them how you've been feeling.
I'm feeling a little better.
You've been sick with the stomach flu.
Yeah. Because I'm
all the way
up here.
So you can see these bluegill. I'm going to go ahead and flip them. If you want to put it over here so you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and flip these guys over. Look at that nice, beautiful white. Look at that. You want to zoom in on that, Abel? Before I put some seasoning on them?
Whoa, a lot. I want more.
See those fish? Beautiful. Pepper. Alright, that should be good on the seasoning.
73%.
Alright. Okay, so we got our bluegill cooked. You don't lose any meat if you do it this way, whereas if you try to fillet it, you're going to lose a lot of meat. So, I mean, you guys are minutes from being able to catch fish. Literally. Pop up on Google Maps. You've got something within a half hour. I'm almost sure of it, unless you live in the desert, then you might have to shoot jackrabbits. But okay, here we have the 2 bluegill off the pond. And you got to dig around the bones. Unfortunately, it's a little harder than buying stuff from the store. Bluegill is one of my favorite. Dig around the bones, like I said.
No, that's hot. Don't touch.
And as expected, it's freaking delicious.
Don't touch.
Nice thing about cooking them this way is the bones come out pretty easy. Try some.
Don't touch. Yeah, that's good.
You like it? Bluegill is one of my favorite.
It's easy. It's got a good flavor to it too.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you have an amazing summer, and I hope you get to take your family out and try some fishing. I think it's well worth it. I'll give the scraps to the dogs. Nothing goes to waste. That's the way we do. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. We really appreciate it and we need it. If you want to see more videos like this, drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. We prefer doing like outdoor videos, family videos, but we're down for a challenge.